Hello and welcome to another Kia Electric News episode. As some of you may have seen, my car's had the 12-volt battery drain issue and my car's booked in for next Friday now. I've had to move it from Tuesday for other reasons. When they did a check, they checked for recalls, and there are 2 new recalls out on this particular car. So, I mean, it won't be for all cars. So one in particular is for early EV6 MY22s. And I don't know about the other one. Anyway. Recall numbers are 220-100, which is an external door handle examination. I don't have any more details than that, and I won't know until I've taken the car in. The more interesting one is recall number 230-018, which is an iPedal enhancement and auto parking brake when you press park. This already came out in the US when they released the BMS update a few weeks back, and I know a lot have already had it applied. It seems like a useful feature. The actual service bulletin number, that's the American version. It says bulletin surprise software logic upgrade to the VCU on certain MY22 EV6s. It goes on about enhancements to iPedal, but I'm not quite sure what they are, and setting the parking brake when you press park. I've also noticed down the very last page there's a labour op code, and that matches the recall number 2300-018. So that helps tie up European UK recall numbers to the US TSB. In my last video, when I was test driving the EV6, the guy I went round with, who worked for Hyundai and was a demonstrator and also did some of the product launches, was very knowledgeable on Kias and Hyundais, and said that the BMS update that I've got in the EV6 now would likely give me 338 miles range like the EV6 has got. That's without the aero improvements, but I mean, other people have reported better range after the BMS update, and I've got better range. And I'm not just imagining it. I mean, it hasn't been that warm this year, but I seem to be doing okay. I'm over 300 already, so I believe him. I think it has given it more range. I'm just wondering if EV6 MY23s would benefit from this update. It's a good question. I don't even know if they'll let you put it on. I see that in the UK, Intelligent Octopus is now working again for Kia electric cars, so you can get it on your EV6 Souls and Neros. They've changed the polling time from 30 minutes to 75 minutes, so hopefully that will stop the 12-volt battery drain issues, which, well, I've had mine now. After saying, yeah, mine's great, I've never had it. So there was an update in the States for the maps that came out a few weeks back, and that added in the route planning feature, which I previewed a few weeks back, where you could put in your destination and it would work out where you would charge. Now that seems to have been up for a couple of weeks, but it's now been pulled, so because it's not available in the list of available vehicles. Yeah, on the main page you would only get those features in an EV as far as I know, so it's I've seen another report that it's been reissued in early June. I would hope that this update makes it into our next maps update, which is due at the end of June. That's going on when it came out last year, but if you remember, we had the June update, which I installed on the very last day of June, followed by several other fixes for the update. So we shall see. On the subject of my 12-volt battery, I've got the battery monitor on now, and I'm conditioning it with the vehicle to load it up to make sure it stays up, but it does hold its charge overnight, but you only have to move the car on and off the drive a few times before it gets low enough. Like I think the actual voltage when the car will stop working is about 9.5 volts, but I'm on top of it. I mean, I've turned off all the auto functions like moving the seat, putting the mirrors out, popping the door handles, the boot auto open, so nothing can drain it. Nothing can add to the drain, and I'm not leaving things plugged in. So my Motorola MA1, I just unplug it when I'm not using it. I only plug it in when I'm ready to drive, because when you turn the car on or shut the car down, it stays on for about 10 minutes, and that helps to drain the 12 volts after you've shut the car down, and the lights stay on. So it isn't helping. But if I had a healthy 12-volt battery, it wouldn't be an issue, but it's not healthy anymore. It's just lost capacity completely. As I say, it's in next week. I've sent the graphs along, the output from the BM2, which shows 9.5 volts bang on when it won't do the issue, and how much I have to do, very little. So I was testing it with opening the boot, but I don't even have to do that anymore. All I've got to do is get in it, drive it on and off the drive a few times, lock it, walk away, and I see that it's dropping down to 10 volts and 9.5 volts. So I immediately plug in the vehicle to load adapter. Don't even have to press the button, just plug it in and you can watch the voltage go up on the BM2 monitor. So that's where I am with that. Anyway, thank you for watching.